Sri Lakshmi, you met me 2015, 18 or sometime? 8 years back or?
Yeah, that was not me. It was other girl with the same name.
Same name, other Sri Lakshmi.
Yeah, I think so.
And she referred you.
Yeah.
And you
It's
were.
the first time
So you are in Ursuline.
Slang.
I came to your school. Is it in Kannur or Payanur?
Kannur.
So I came to your school along with Harsha Abu Bakar.
Yeah.
You were not a student there that time?
Yeah, I was in like second standard or third standard. I was little.
Okay, good. Nice. So I am a space scientist, but space scientist doesn't know anything about space. Okay, the basic mistake most of the people think that when you hear the name space scientist, you think that people stand on the ground, look at the space and then understand what is happening in the space, right? Which is not true. The space department has two components. One is remote sensing. They send a satellite on top, take pictures of the ground, and what you have like a Google map. All the images are satellite image. Those images are taken with the satellite from the top. Such satellite is called remote sensing satellite. So I am a remote sensing man. My job is creating maps. Like what you see Google map, probably I made 30 years back. Okay.
Yeah, in one of your videos you have mentioned about you are an earth scientist.
Earth scientist. I am more an earth scientist. But who is a space scientist? It's astronomy, astrophysics. Okay. So astronomy, astrophysics people will stand on the ground, look at the space. So we have a beautiful astronomy center close to Sri Lakshmi's place. You go to Payanur, Karivallur. There is a close to a planetarium. It's not a full-fledged planetarium. There is a great man who is a commerce teacher converted into astrophysics man running a beautiful center there. And one of the hall is named after my brother's name in that place. Professor T.P. Sridharan's memorial is no more. The 3 days back, February 28th is his death day. So, but recently they called me for a program there. I couldn't go because I'm in Hyderabad. There is a great man who does lot of research on astrophysics, understanding cosmology, talking about different planetary positions and etc. etc. But next best place or probably little far for Kannur is Kozhikode, Calicut. You have a Nehru Planetarium. Earlier Ramachandran was the director. He was a friend of mine. I was there in Calicut long back, 2005. He does a lot of research. Nehru Planetarium will have a beautiful show. Hyderabad also we have. Recently I went to Bangalore Planetarium. Planetarium is where you learn a lot of things about cosmology, different planets, above the space what is there. Okay, so that department is called astrophysics, astronomy. But space department people wanted to keep the satellite on the space, and from there we have to look down. So we should know little bit about space. Okay, but my interest or my knowledge, you must have seen. I am so glad Sri Lakshmi has commented on some of the videos. That was because many students like you will come and discuss with me. So I explore and learn. I had great students who are coming to me with a lot of knowledge than what I have in space. And my students teach me from that. Okay, so I started this probably 20-30 years back. I had one student who came with a bundle of files when he was in 9th class. What knowledge he has when he was in 9th class, though I was a space scientist, he knew maybe 10 times more than me. Now he is in Germany, working as a professor in one of the university, and also parallelly working in some company. I mentioned this very carefully, as a professor in a university and working in a company. Germany, you go to any West, everybody will work in a company, they will also become professor in a university. Only in India, professors don't work. They have only theoretical knowledge. I am mentioning it very carefully because Sri Lakshmi wanted to be a theoretical physics person. Okay. And space physics. The discussion which you have seen with me and Nandini. I would have asked Nandini also to join, but she is little higher now. Actually, she had a lot of interest in space science. She met me last year, 1.5 years back. She wanted to get into space science. Did not get admission in any of the national university. After BSc Physics. She is from Cochin.
BSc Physics?
Yeah, BSc Physics. She also came to Naduvil. My house is in Kannur, Naduvil. Stayed with me for a few days in a camp. Generally, kids will come and stay with me. Okay, that's how I give directions and orientations and all that. So Nandini came and stayed with me also. Nandini, father, mother, everybody came and stayed. I went to Nandini's place, stayed there 5 days in her house. Okay. I was called as a Space Week expert in St. Albert's College. I went there because Nandini invited me there. Okay, after BSc Physics, she don't know where to go, but her interest was space. All the national university entrance was over. Central University, she could not make an admission. But there was vacant seat in space science in St. Albert's College. That's in Kochi. There are 15 seats. Only 4 students are joined. Why 11 seats are vacant? Because that has no demand. I know somebody did a PhD from Central University, Hyderabad, in related field of astrophysics, astronomy, theoretical physics. I mean, my PhD is in physics, radiation. Okay, that has a lot of application in different subjects. Most of the jobs for theoretical physics comes only in the national centers. So I must know how much knowledge. Suppose somebody wanted to do a study on films theoretically, but he is not going to act, he is not going to direct, he is not going to operate camera, but he wanted to learn films theoretically. So what will be one question which I will ask? Who is the best director in India? Which camera he uses? Who is the best cameraman? What is cinematography? What is direction? How the script is written? He need not work, but he should know everything, right? If I ask him who is Amitabh Bachchan, and that person who is interested in film says, I don't know who is Amitabh Bachchan. What does it mean? He has not done enough homework. He has not prepared himself for the job, right? So tell me, Sri Lakshmi, who is the best space science man, astrophysics man in India?
In India? Aryabhatta.
In India now, Aryabhatta is okay. Then I will ask you which book he has written, which year he lived, what is one sloka from Aryabhadiyam. Akrishti shaktistu mahitaya yadgastam swabhimukam swashaktya akrishyate etc. etc. Aryabhadiyam. Okay. Udayo yo langayam yo astamaye. When Udayam is there in Lanka, Astamayam will be in Romagadesham, Rome. These are all from such books. But they are not, they are poets, they are scientists, they have done a lot of mathematics, they have also done little bit of earth science, not much of astrophysics. I am asking today in this world, which is the best center where Sri Lakshmi can go and study?
in India.
Hmm.
You mean institutions for
Yeah, institution for astrophysics or space
IIT
physics.
or
Yeah?
NIT, IIT, NIT,
No,
Trivandrum?
see, they are all national institution, equally good. Like Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP is a great party. But BJP is great because of one man there, right? Who? Narendra Modi.
Right.
So you should know Narendra Modi. Otherwise, knowing BJP has no meaning, right? So similarly, tell me who is the best astrophysics man. This is like I have interest in cinema. I don't know Amitabh Bachchan. Tell me, Sri Lakshmi.
Question.
Eh?
Question I didn't hear.
Who is the well-known astrophysics, astronomy, space science man in India?
Astronomy.
You don't know. Anyway. See, that is what I'm saying. Assume that I talk about politics, I must know few names in politics. When I talk about cinema, I should know few names about cinema film. When I talk about Malayalam songs, if I know film songs in Malayalam is my favorite subject, but I don't know Ishtas. If I am a Telugu person and say I have interest in films, I must know SP Balasubramaniam, right? Correct? So, you must read quite a bit and understand what is that they have done. Theoretical physics is good. There are only very few people who have done a lot of research in theoretical physics from India. One of the greatest person is Basant Narlekar.
Okay.
He was supposed to be a Nobel laureate from the world. He was in America for long years. But then Rajiv Gandhi took him to India. He said, don't stay in America, come to India and we will give you a place where you want to start a center of astrophysics. Or tell me which IIT, which institute you want to become director, I will post you there. He said, I don't want to become director of any center. I want to start myself a center. And that is in Pune University. There is a center called Astrophysics. Pune. Okay. Recently I was there in Shimla. When I was traveling, I have seen an Astrophysics Cosmology Research Center. Immediately I had sent the message to Nandini. Many people don't know we have a lot of observatories all across the boundary of India. Okay, so moon, sun studies can be done there. Geophysics centers are there many. So first thing, what you should do is, Sri Lakshmi is now past 10th class or 12th?
10th.
10th. You have sufficient time, good time. You are past 10th or you are yet to join for 11th and 12th, right?
Yeah, yet to join.
Wonderful, that's the right time. Keep on reading, look at different centers in the India, understand what are they doing. Okay. Write down all the journals, which are all the paper which come in which journal, which is the best place in the world. Don't ask what is there in India. Now 2 years, 11th and 12th, study maths, physics, chemistry, biology. If biology is not there, no problem, but chemistry, physics, maths. Maths has to be very strong. Physics is very strong when your mathematics is very strong. Okay. Read lot of articles which are coming in this field from different magazines all across the globe. Write down every detail. Make your own bundle of papers. Big files. Okay. There are special courses. See, for example, sometime Cochin University used to conduct workshop for making telescope. They conduct a workshop. You can also buy a telescope. But first thing what you should do is talk to the Pioneer Observatory. That's on top of a hill. And they will show you different planets and understand the different planets. in your own mobile you can download lot of applications are there available to see the space. Have you ever downloaded any of them?
Earlier, not now.
Yeah, then look at different planets, understand the constellation, all that can be done. Once you understand all the constellation, if time permits, sometime go to the planetarium, see that. But maths, physics, chemistry very strong. Okay, keep that interest live for some time. But then we don't have great centers in India where we can do graduation. Post graduation, special courses, summer programs, all these are available. Like Indian Institute of Science conducts summer program for students. You can go and join there. There are integrated BSc MSc program. That means 5-year program in Central University and Indian Institute of Science. You can apply that. They will ask you to write entrance exam. So ISER also is a good center. Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, IISER. There is a NISER, National Institute of Science Education and Research. 4-5 ISERs are there, 1 NISER is there. They are all under same umbrella. Thiruvananthapuram we have. But when you get ISER admission, if you go to Pune, they work a lot of things on astrophysics. So graduation program, if you are very much interested in space physics, the best center is ISER, not IITs. IISER. But then 3rd year or 4th year they will send you abroad based on your performance, based on your interest in different subjects. They will put you to the right place abroad if still your interest in space physics continues. Okay, I have few students in different ISERs in India. First option is ISER, second option could be IAC, third option could be IIT. But don't do BSc Physics, because in most of the BSc Physics they don't do practical. Theoretical is very strong only when you are practically strong. Do it in national institutes. So you must aim for IIT, and if IIT cannot be achieved, you must look for NIT. Okay, so after that BTech you can get into specializations. One of the other best center where you can
Physics. We must not take BSc Physics.
Integrated BSc MSc in national institutions are much better than normal BSc, even honors BSc done in the colleges. But because most of the college teachers have never seen observatory, they may not have any idea. They must have studied only a textbook and then blah blah blah, put that in the classroom, which while studying you will get no benefit. Understood?
So what should we do?
Yeah, one of the best center, one alternative which is close to Indian space, where I told you space department needs little space information, astrophysics, astronomy, everything we should also know. Therefore we have a Indian Institute of Space Technology, Indian Institute of Space Technology, IIST. So look at IIST admission procedure. You must, yeah, it's in Thiruvananthapuram. Yeah, Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, Thiruvananthapuram Indian Institute of Space Technology is one of the best institute because you have little specialization into that subject which is of your interest. But all admissions are only chance, risky, no guarantee that where you want you will get for graduation, BTech or BSc or MSc. Write all the options. Wherever you get, continue your passion of learning it parallelly. Understood? Even if you have taken any subject for that matter, electronics, electrical, mechanical, all these subjects. You can always go abroad for higher studies in whichever field you want. Understood? So 4 years of BTech will give you a qualification, go for masters abroad. But if you do BSc, you are not qualified for masters abroad, because your BSc is not to the standard which West, either London or maybe Germany in some places, or America will accept it. There are very specific brilliant centers where they give masters in astrophysics, astronomy, etc. etc. Only for
You should
research.
take BSc other than physics. Any other astrophysics or astronomy.
Yeah, that is one option. But it has only options for masters and PhD. So you are looking for a job, 2 years plus 1 plus 2, 4 years of graduation, then 2 years of masters, then 3 to 4 years of PhD. That means another 11 years. Dedicate your life for next 10 to 11 years. But I have seen people who I told you in the beginning, those who have done PhD in India from Central University. Central University is one of the best. Theoretical physics, very close to astrophysics. Now searching for job for last 2 years. You understood? That is why people prefer for, because funding, money, getting a job. Because once you do an astrophysics PhD, you tell me which college will take you as a professor in Kerala? Not many. Because they will only advertise physics. So a PhD physics may get job, but PhD astrophysics may not get a job. In most of the engineering colleges, you have electrical, mechanical, civil, all different subjects. So even if you do an MTech and PhD, you can get a job as a professor, you can become principal of the college. But if you have taken from astrophysics, they'll tell you you are not a technology man, you are only a science man. So you cannot be appointed in engineering colleges. Therefore, it is very, very essential to understand which department, whether it's a technology university or a science university. The name of the university, the status of the university is more important sometimes. To get a big stamp is very, very essential. So what now Sri Lakshmi has to do is maths, physics, chemistry of 11th and 12th. Getting full marks in yours is a CBSE school, right? You are joining in same school for 11th and 12th?
I'm looking for state.
Yeah, whether it is state or CBSE, if you get A plus in all subjects, parallelly prepare for your what? Entrance examination.
Go.
Okay. So for that, best thing should be,
Better to write the entrance examination JE.
yeah, you should. Not JEE alone. The best center where they coach you for JEE.
So
And-
coaching classes is better.
Yeah, coaching classes, that too integrated program, very dedicated center is much, much better than normal schools parallelly doing it in a contract basis. There are centers in Kerala where they give you an accommodation. I am not talking about big center where they are very famous. What happens in famous centers? 1,000 people will join, 10 people will get also, they will celebrate. Understood? And the teachers are not very, very close to you. It's like going to a big hospital where you don't know which doctor is going to treat you. Better to go to a family doctor who will know everything about you, right? So there are small centers where they will actually guide you properly. Okay. So such centers may be much better. That you can decide. If you are deciding to go, then we can discuss about it. Fine. That is very, very essential. To become a very, very focused person, getting IIT, if you are not qualified for IIT, that means, yeah, it is possible, provided you don't have good guidance, right? With the guidance, I am sure you will be able to get it. So guidance is essential sometimes. So if you
Is there any coaching classes in Kannur?
don't look for Kannur. See, what I am saying is I am talking to someone who wanted to aspire to go to America, aspire to go to Germany. Don't see, if somebody telephones and tells me I want to go,
Coaching classes for IIT.
I don't know. Kannur is not that famous for academics. Kannur is not a very famous center for +1, +2 plus coaching together. There may be different centers, but I have not seen a very great interest for people to study in Kannur if they are looking for IIT, IAC, ISER, central universities and all that. That we can discuss, no issue. I can suggest you some place where they will take you, but provided you have shown good interest. Okay. Who is running in different place, but he is from Kannur. Okay. Yeah. You have any questions? Probably I can ask you. Answer that.
After taking MSc, we should take the PhD.
Yeah. Because theoretical physics means you are not looking for a job in a professional company. You have wanted to become a professor. You want to do research. Theoretical physics, only research. Okay, suppose you are a bright student, you want to do a lot of research onto that, you will get a good salary, you will get into different university, you will become world famous, all that is possible. But not a regular employee in a company. So one of the chance, if you are looking for such a research is your field, that's a different taste. Getting a job is a different taste. Now Navya joined me because she's an aspirant for civil service, IAS. IAS people should know everything about lot of things around. Okay, that is why I call people when they call me immediately in a discussion. I will tell them make a note and send it to me. That note making is perfect. Then I know you are fit for civil service. Because tomorrow she may be posted in a science and technology department. Next day you may be in commerce department. After some time you will be in defense department. Then you will be in home ministry, in police department. So you must be knowing everything about it. Whereas Sri Lakshmi is very specific. I want only space science, right? A generalist is one who can go into administration, ruling India, helping ministers. Their job is big files, write it into small piece and give it to somebody. No minister will read newspaper. But that day's problem, small bits, one line has to be written so that reading that everything is understood. How best you can make a note. That is important for a administrator. But for you who is interested in research, they get only one line, expand it and write big books on it. You understand?
So we have to make a lot of research.
Yeah. You have to see, that is why I asked you, do you know what is the name which I gave?
Pardon?
Best astrophysics man who was supposed to get a Nobel Prize, who was pulled into India back. Who is that? What name I gave? Narlekar. Vasant Narlekar. I sat in his class. I listened to him. In Hyderabad, he came to Administrative Staff College to give a lecture. I went and sat in his class.
Oh, he is an astrophysicist.
He is an astrophysics man. He writes beautiful articles in Hindu newspaper. His English is fantastic. Okay. He was all the time in America. If he would have continued in America, he would have got a Nobel Prize. But he came back to India, finished.
So he researched on which topic?
All the astrophysics. The biggest telescope is there in Astrophysics Center only. On the cosmology, the evolution, how the planets are moving, what is the temperature difference, so many things are. You must learn chemistry, physics, maths perfectly. 100%. 100%. That only can give you a lot of deep knowledge in all this, and use a lot of application softwares which you can look at very carefully, understand different the patterns of different the cosmology, the distribution of my talk on the space day. I talked many things about the what is happening in the space, the energy levels and different energy levels, all that has to be understood. What is Nathan doing? Nathan is your father?
He's a civil engineer.
Working with
Civil
whom?
engineer.
Working with whom? Government?
No, private. His own.
In Kannur itself?
Yeah, in Kannur.
What he does? Construction, building or road or bridge?
Yeah, construction, building houses.
Okay, where do you stay in Kannur? Sri Lakshmi?
Kannur,
Chalad, okay. I studied in Kannur SN College also.
SN College.
SN College Kannur, Totada.
So you did your...
No, I joined for BSc Mathematics, then moved into Pioneer. Then I completed in Pioneer. Kannur is my nearest railway station, right? If I have to come to Naduvil, that's my hometown. I am in Taliparamba, Naduvil.
Taliparamba.
Yeah, from Taliparamba, 20 kilometers.